Yo, what's going on, guys? So today it's gonna be on the best faces of the franchise cards. So that's what the video is about. So I have a NL Central pack actually that I got from grinding the Road to the Show thing. So I'll open up this real quick. I'm really hoping for Devin Williams because to me he's probably the best out of this pack. As long as it's not, it's Marcus Stroman. All right, I needed a pitcher. I guess it's not Joey Votto, who I really did not want. I actually haven't really looked at Stroman's stats, but maybe he'll be good. We'll see. But yeah. So we'll start with the NL East, we'll go AL West since it's just in order. So there's some really good picks in this pack. So I'll just be saying if they're S, A, B, and whatever to me. I'm sure I'll lose track, but you guys will just pay attention to it. So, Kyle Tucker. He's good. Lefty swing, 62 speed's a bit on the low side. If you parallel him, it can get up to 67. It's pretty good. 88 fielding obviously is pretty good. 80s hitting, 94 power against lefties, which is helpful since he is a lefty, so it'll help face the lefty-lefty. I would say he's probably A tier, just because there are a lot of outfielders that are good, but he's really balanced at everything. And he has 95 stealing. I don't know how well that'll do with 62 speed, but try it if you want. Mike Trout obviously is S tier. His stats are very good. 76 field is obviously worse than Kyle Tucker. He has worse overall hitting probably than Kyle Tucker, but I like Mike Trout's swing more. He's much faster, which just makes him much better. And it's Mike Trout. He's in S tier. Sean Murphy, there's not a lot of good catchers in the game. To me, I still don't really want him that bad. He's going for 50,000 just because he's the last pack I think you get to sell, so that's why he still has value. He obviously is really great at fielding. Hitting contact-wise, that won't do very well even in a few weeks, or maybe it's not good, especially if you're playing on higher difficulty. 69 and 60 contact isn't really that great. 35 speed obviously is stable. He has great power, so if you're playing on All-Star, he's usable, especially with his insane defense, but I wouldn't say he's that great, so I'd go B tier just because he's one of the best catchers in the game, even though he's not great still because there's not many. Mitch Haniger, I don't like him as much as Kyle Tucker, so I'd probably have to say B again. 58 speed is slow for an outfielder. 76 fielding, so he's slow and not the best at defense. He's obviously a great hitter, though, but there's a lot of great hitting outfielders that can do the same. But overall, he's still solid. If you get him in the non-sellable pack, it's not the end of the world. I would say he's better than Sean Murphy. Corey Seager's S tier. I was lucky enough to get him in my pack. He is so good. I haven't actually used him that much in online, but his swing is always so good. Insane hitting for the beginning of the year. Bad defense, but whatever. It's Corey Seager. If you put him at second base, he'll be fine. He's slow, but he always is. As long as you can deal with his speed, he's an S tier player. So, moving on to the NL West. I don't really like this pack that much. Carson Kelly, I'd say he's better than Sean Murphy, so he's probably B tier. He's about the same. Great lefty hitter. I'd say he's C tier. He's really slow. Catchers aren't very fast usually. He's got, I would say, average fielding, 80s for fielding. Really great lefty hitter, and then a bad righty hitter. There's not that many lefties in the game usually. Most people use righties besides 99 Randy Johnson. Most people you face aren't going to be using 99 Randy Johnson, so you won't have to worry about that. I'd say he's not too great, so I would not recommend getting him. CJ Crone, he is C tier. He's slow, bad defense. He's a great lefty hitter, good power against righties. I'd rather use the David Ortiz or Ryan Howard cover athletes. I'm using Paul Goldschmidt, and with an inside edge, he's just as good as this card, and he's 3,000 stubs. I would not recommend him. Cody Ballinger, I got him out of my pack. He's going for 30K. He's good. His stats may not show it, but he always has one of the best swings. 74 speed, 88 fielding, 99 arm strength. He's going to kill righty batters, especially because of his swing. Left is a problem, but his swing makes up for it a little bit. I would say he's probably A tier, if only he had better lefty hitting, but he's great fielder, great speed, great hitting. He's pretty good. Jake Cronenworth, I'm going to have to go with B tier on this one. He does have a pretty nice swing, but his contact against righties is good. Lefties is it's good for right now. 77 power against righties is good. 54 power is obviously not great. Diamond fielding, which is nice. 82 speed. He plays all the infield positions. I would say he's a good utility man. He's not the best, not the worst, so probably B tier. Logan Webb. I actually haven't really looked at his stats that much, but looking at him right now, he throws every pitch you really want him to throw. A sinker, slider, changeup, fastball, and cutter. That's pretty good. Only thing he's missing is a slurve or a curveball, but not many people throw slurve balls anymore. But he's got good velocity, 92 stamina. He's pretty good. I would say he's probably better than most of the pitchers. So I'd say A tier. He throws everything you want. He's pretty good. AL East, Cedric Mullins. He's good. I kind of want to get him as soon as his price drops. Good speed, good fielding. Besides his arm strength and accuracy, but you can get used to it if you play him in left. Great hitting against righties, and he's a lefty. He absolutely kills righties. And lefties, he's not that bad. 80 contact, 70 power. That's more than usable. So I would say he's probably A tier. A lot of these guys are going to be about A tier or B and above because they are very good for right now. They're all 90s and above. So yeah. Devers, he has one of my favorite swings in the game. He's slow, bad at defense, just like real life. Not the best power against lefties, but he will kill righties. He is so good. I can't wait till he'll probably drop to like 20,000 in a few days. So I'll pick him up when he's that cheap. He's going to be really good. Aroldis Chapman's S tier. I don't care if he has outlier or not. Nobody is going to hit him if they're using a lefty. And he throws very fast with a 116 hits per nine and 118 strikeouts per nine. Right now, if people are using golds and low tier diamonds there, PCI is going to be very small. So he's S tier. Wander Franco. I'd say B tier. He's a switch hitter. He has a nice swing, but diamond fielding, 81 speed's pretty good. He can only hit against lefties, and righties is a bit bad, and there's a lot of righty pitchers. So I'd say B tier. Alec Manoa. I thought his name was Alex for a very long time, but apparently it's not. And he's not great. He throws 4 pitches, so I'm just going to say B tier. Like, there's better people. NL East, Ronald Acuna Jr. I actually got him in my pack, which I wanted him, but then once I actually really looked at his stats, I don't know how I feel about him. 69 fielding, parallel him up. It's a bit better. 90 speed is obviously really good. Great lefty hitter, not the best righty hitter. A lot of people like his swing, so I'd say he's A tier for most people. I really don't like his swing that much. I might get used to it this year, but we'll see. I'd say he's A tier, though. He's really good. Jazz Chisholm, he's probably A tier. Diamond fielding, 91 speed. I'd say S tier, actually. He's one of the best infielders, and he has a really good swing. He's definitely S tier. You can't go wrong if you use him. He's super good. Francisco Lindor. I think Jazz is better, so I'm going to have to move Lindor to A tier. He has a really good swing, though. 99 fielding is obviously the best. 69 speed. If you parallel that can get to 74, which is definitely usable. And mid-hitting stats. He's pretty good. I want to get him, actually. He's 40,000 right now. He'll definitely drop in price, though. JT Realmuto. He's way better than Sean Murphy. Yeah, I don't really like his swing that much, but 85 speed on a catcher, that gets up to 90 with parallel. Insane fielding. And he's got basically average hitting stats, 70s for most, 82 contact against righties. That is definitely pretty good. And Josh Bell. So Realmuto's probably A tier. Josh Bell, I'm going to have to say B tier. He is a switch hitter. He's slow and bad at defense. I was trying to use him in a challenge for like the moments for whatever. I could not hit with him. I don't like him very much. For most people, he may be, I'm gonna say C, so he might be in B or A for most people. A lot of people do like his swing, but for me, I hate his swing, and I do not want to use him. AL Central is very good. I got very unlucky, though, and got Benintendi, which was pretty disappointing. So, yeah. But anyway, Benintendi, I'm going to say D tier. He's probably one of the worst. I haven't actually used him yet. He's got not great fielding. He's an average speed, maybe above average because he has 70, so it's decent. He's got good righty hitting, and he is a lefty, so he'll hit righties. But his lefty hitting, and I don't know, it's just, I don't like Benintendi that much, so we'll have to see how that goes. But anyway, Luis Robert, I'm going to say A tier just because he can't hit righties that well. Lefties, he will absolutely murder. 88 fielding, 93 speed. Because he's so fast, his fielding might as well be a 99. He's going to be very good in the outfield. Emmanuel Clase is one of the best relievers, so I'm going to just go S tier. Slider, cutter, four seam. He's very good. You can't go wrong with him, and he's 27,000 right now. The market is crazy. They're all free, though, which is why. Casey Mize. Fastball, slider, sinker, splitter, curveball, good velocity, good break, solid control, no hitting. I would say he's A tier again. Like, he's pretty good. I don't know. I might move him down depending on how slow his windup is because nobody wants to face those people. But he's good. I like him. We already went over Benintendi. And Byron Buxton is S tier. His hitting doesn't look that great. He has an insane swing, insane defense, insane speed. And he actually has 82 and 76 power. Parallel that up. He's going to be very good. I would prefer him. It'd be tough between him and Trout, but I'd probably go Buxton. All right. Moving on to the NL Central. So, Marcus Stroman. Guy just pulled. Four-seam, cutter, splitter, slider, and sinker. That's actually really good. 82 velocity is kind of bad, though. Like, he doesn't throw anything fast. You can't just mess up people by throwing a slider and then throwing a fastball. 99 stamina, though. I'm going to say B tier. Like, I don't know. Just the velocity is too low. He's not great. And, yeah. I didn't know he was 5'7" either. But Joey Votto is probably as bad as Andrew Benintendi. I would say D tier. He's great against righties. He can't hit lefties. He's bad at fielding. And he is very slow. So, yeah, that's all I have to say about him. Devin Williams, I feel like I'm being a bit biased for the relievers, but he's also S tier. There's just not a lot of options right now. Devin Williams throws very fast fastball, and then he has a slower cutter and screwball circle change. He'll get the job done very well. Brian Reynolds, he's pretty good. I'd say A tier. Great defense, great speed, great contact, and he can hit righties for power. He's very good. Tommy Edmonds, he's basically a step down. He can't really hit as well, but he's a better fielder, better speed. It depends on what you value. He's also a switch hitter. He plays a lot of positions too, so they're both switch hitters. And I would say Tommy Edmonds probably B tier. He's solid. I definitely would not go after him to buy him. So yeah, that's actually all of them now. I'll show you guys the prices real quick in case none of you have the game, but it all depends. Like those, it depends on what order in the program you get them. Like you get the pack with Mike Trout and Buxton, the latest in the program to sell them. So that's why they're currently going for like 50,000 or 60,000. And then you get the guys like Devin Williams pretty quickly and Tommy Edmonds. So that's why they're only 20,000. These guys will probably settle at like 20 to 40,000. Definitely not 40,000. Probably 20 to 30,000. They're really good. So yeah, the top ones I would recommend would be probably Jazz. Probably, I wouldn't say Cody Ballinger, even though he is really good, but I'd say Buxton and Trout over him. Maybe Devers if you want to try him out. Chapman definitely. Corey Seager definitely. Trout obviously. Emmanuel Clase. JT Realmuto for catcher. I think he's the best one right now besides Joe Mauer and all of them. But that's pretty good. Devin Williams, all the relievers, you can't go wrong with any of them. So yeah, and if you get the someone that I said is bad in the choice pack or whatever, the non-sellable one, it's not the end of the world. I've been attending and he's still gonna fit into my team very nicely. My rotation was actually pretty bad, so I am kind of happy I got a starting pitcher. It's just not who I wanted. And yeah, I also got Chapman from the free pack earlier, and he's very good. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. I might have another video on investments and stuff, but yeah. If you guys like the video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.